Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords. There's some stress there. We've got the Page of Swords. There's some gossip there. There was an article in I think it was a Spanish magazine, you know. Yeah, and that was trying to disclose what had happened with Catherine's surgery. So I think that could definitely be a stressor there. There is some stress going on. What's known about the situation, though? The Chariot. It's underneath the situation. The Magician. The Magician is in the upright. The Chariot is in the upright. I think there is some undisclosed stress that has been going on. I feel like there is some cruel gossip that is potentially affecting that stress. The Page of Swords crossing over. There is so much noise and chatter and people saying ridiculous things about Catherine and the king that they are, it's stressful for them on top of everything else. Underneath we have the Magician. Now the Magician is in the upright, so I think there's somebody who is very profound, very good, could well be an energy worker. It could be somebody who is trying to pull things together and keep things ticking over and keep all of these ridiculous things away from the royals. The Chariot, it's basically them just keeping on rumbling on, trying to pull things together. Now, interestingly enough, Fool. Okay, there's a big new start just happened. Four of Wands, foundation, home, happy home. And the Eight of Pentacles. Still working, still thinking of work. I don't think anyone has switched off. The Four of Wands is definitely a positive sign. What's on the outside? The Five of Pentacles. I don't think Prince Harry is the reincarnated of Henry VIII. But there's definitely trouble with the people on the outside. Ace of Cups, what they're hoping for. Okay, and the Two of Swords. Completely different cards. I haven't heard how Rando's doing, actually. I did see her. She was in the comments the other day, and I said and I don't think she replied. They're thinking about work. They've got those two on the outside. You know who? They're okay. They're okay. There's an element of stress here. There's a new way of doing things, which is the Fool, starting of a new cycle. I feel like the new cycle could very well be, of course, King Charles saying, whoop, I've got this is the matter with me, and all of that's like full disclosure, if you know what I mean. The Ace of Cups, what they're hoping for is a bit of love, some grace, some healing. Yeah, it's almost like there was this spirituality coming through. I wonder if William's starting to uncover that, because that's one of my predictions for William this year, is he's going to find that side of him. He's going to go into his faith side. the Two of Swords suggests that there becomes a big decision for them later in the year, weighing things up. Now, the royals just want to get back on and get back on with their jobs. They want to work. However, we do know that they are going to be at home for a while, and the Four of Wands is a happy home, a foundation. So really, this is a chance for William and Catherine and Charles and Camilla to kind of press reset for a little while. But the Two of Swords and this outstanding question, and I do feel like the Harkles are very much on the outside, because the Five of Pentacles is in the upright, and of course they're outside of the church in the classic, and in this deck outside of the castle. So I really feel like this is very much, yeah, I think there's some healing going on. I think there's some grace going on. I think they're going to enjoy the downtime, to be honest. Thank you for becoming a member again, Paula. Thank you. So yeah, they seem okay. They seem all right. Thank you, Wise Angel, as well. Thank you, lovely. Yeah, they're working from home. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. I will say this. Cups of Feminine, the receptacles. So it's a definite, they're wanting to do this. I feel like Catherine has a harder slog than King Charles. I wouldn't be surprised though. I think I get the impression that William, there was the photographers outside of the London clinic, and then all of a sudden there wasn't, and I think William must have went, no, you're not doing that, stop it. So yeah. Hello, Martha. Is Rando here? It could be. It could be. And I'm not going to go any further with it. Yeah. William asked them to move away. I can believe that. I thought he looked so hurt, like he had like hurt in his eyes in the car, and I like automatically think, oh my God. And then I was like, actually, he's probably just concerned about the press. She was. Rando, mwah, much love to you, if you're still here. Hey, Myra. So I think there's definite upset there. There's definite upset there. The Magician, though, the Chariot could be William, because that relates to Cancer and the Zodiac. The Magician, I think they've got somebody who is trying to tie off some loose ends with something. They're starting a new phase of things. So I really feel like we are going to get King Charles doing things a little bit differently this year. Really a lot differently, I feel. A lot differently. Let me put these away. Do you want me to look into William? I haven't seen any. Yeah, he is a nice bloke. The lady from the Daily Mail's Royal Show was going in for treatment herself. She said she saw William in the hospital with concern. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at William. How's William getting on? Let's have a look at William before we go. Do you want me to look into Queen Camilla as well? William. You want to come out? Oh, he's got the strength cards. That's good. And he's got the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So he's finding his inner strength, his inner growth. He's definitely in his lion mode, if you will. He's definitely being very protective, being very willpower, literally and figuratively. The Two of Pentacles is about balancing home and work life, and coming when life throws little surprises at you. It's like managing those things, it's juggling those things. In traditional tarot, you have got a man standing holding two pentacles in front of a sea, and you know how changeable the sea is and how full of emotions it is. Temperance, he's there with grace and good and judgment. William is a dude, an absolute dude, to be fair. Look at these cards. Six of Swords, journey. Okay, let me have a look. What was on his mind? The Tower. What's surrounding him? The Lovers. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Okay. He's got a lot. He's having a big shake-up moment with all of this. There's a lot going on. We have the High Priestess leaving the situation. So there's an element of secrecy and protection and passivity. So he is wanting to protect what we would call the divine feminine. We have Temperance above. So he doesn't want to be seen as like overly hostile. He's trying to keep everything kind of all together. And we have Judgment underneath. He is very clever, very switched on, and he's just trying to keep things coming together, creating things, and he's doing it in a kind of a more gentle way, I feel. Judgment, however, he knows exactly the measure of somebody's worth. He knows exactly what somebody is like. William could be that god that weighs your heart against a feather in the afterlife that the Egyptians used to have. He's very good measure of people. The Six of Swords, I wouldn't be surprised if they do take a little bit of a recuperation holiday really soon. The Tower is what's on his mind. Now, listen, the guy is an empath, and I think he is an empath on steroids. I think the reason he's not overly churchy and stuff is because he doesn't want to kind of open that side of himself up. I do feel like his intuition and his inner knowing, with the Lovers surrounding him, his intuition and his inner knowing is giving him some kind of like new perspective on life that is changing the way he sees the world, changing what is around him, changing how he perceives things, people, intentions. He can read people's intentions a mile off. So he knows. He knows, but he's got this, the tower is on his mind. So that being said, he could be going into worst case scenario kind of like discussions in his mind all the time. And that's not just about, that could be about zillions of things. He could be like, it could be the press could have triggered him. It could have took him back to somewhere that he hasn't been for a while. The way his brother has been behaving could have definitely triggered him, but he's feeling like, yeah, it's a lot. But I think because he's got the lovers surrounding him, there's this definite sense of an intuition. There's this definite sense of intuition that's making him feel, what he's hoping for. We have the Nine of Pentacles. He just wants some good grace. He just wants to keep people to keep it pushing and be good-natured. I feel like he wouldn't be respectful for anybody who's going into anyone's energy. We have the Hermit here. Now, the Hermit usually is, when I'm doing the royal family readings, the Hermit is Virgo traditionally in the tarot, and the Virgo is, of course, Harry. However, we're talking about William was sandwiched between the High Priestess and the Hermit. I feel like he has, this year, 2024, William is gonna have, I think he's going through it now, like a crisis of faith. And I don't mean in a bad way. I think he's going to develop a faith. He's going to begin to start going and trusting his inner guidance, his inner voice more and more. The Hermit, if you listen to the Hermit, it can kind of guide you out of difficult situations. Yeah. You see some movement here, so I do think they are going to go on some kind of recuperation, some kind of holiday, and even if it's just over up to Balmoral or across the channel to France for a bit, they are wanting to definitely get away. I feel not right now, coming up. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Appreciate that. Thank you, lovely. Yeah, I really think he has. I really think he's got this. He's wise. He's very clever. He's very wise. But I feel like he's got book smarts, and that kind of silences your intuition sometimes, if that makes sense. They may go, oh, I'm the whore. Yeah, I forgot about I'm the whore. But I think he's really gonna. I think he's coming in intuitive. However, he's going to leave this stronger in faith, stronger to going within, and his reserves that he has. So yeah. So I think it's been a difficult time for him. but I think he's handled it with grace, and yeah. Zara and Mike. I can have a look. I think Mike's a Libra. Is he a Libra? I don't know what Zara is. I'll have a look. Let's have a look. Zara Phillips. Let me have a look on the phone. 15th of May. She's Taurus, isn't she? That's Taurus.